About a year ago, one of the people on this podium, about two people to my right, sat down with me after she chased me for a few months to have this sit down. But this is about a year ago at the Teach Convention. We sat down for several hours. The former First Lady of West Virginia, Gail Manchin. Just stand up, Gail. And in that meeting were a whole bunch of our folks from West Virginia, and I want them to actually stand. Judy Hale, AFT West Virginia. Jackie Long, just wave so everybody sees you. Jackie Long, West Virginia School Service Personnel Association. No, it's not VESPA, it's West VESPA. The largest, and between the two of them, they represent, and they are the largest organized labor force in West Virginia. And our McDowell people wave as well. And we talked about McDowell County. And we talked about the issues in McDowell County. And Gail said, we need your help. And I looked at her and I said, what can I do? Frankly. And she talked about all the things that AFT West Virginia and the West Virginia School Service personnel had been doing, and all the things that we do around the country, that public services do, that K-12 does, that higher education does, that pre-K does, that healthcare does. And she said, you bring that force to bear to the students and the community in McDowell County. They need it like no one else. And we took a visit. Now, Judy and Jackie and Cliff Moore, who represents, Cliff, stand up for a second. Cliff Moore, who represents McDowell County. We went to visit. We talked to people. We spent a time at a town hall in September at a school near Welch, and we listened. We heard about the challenges. Trey Lockhart, one of the students there. Trey, stand up for a second. Trey. Many of the students talked to us about what was going on. But what we heard was a yearning for change from those who live and work in McDowell. And what we heard over and over again was, we don't want a handout, we want a hand up. We don't want you to take over. We want you to help us figure out how to develop the capacity so that we change our destiny. Did I get that right? And so the AFT, you'll see this in the video, I'm not going to talk about it much. The AFT made a commitment to this effort. And we made this commitment because our West Virginian colleagues wanted us to do this. We made this commitment because Cliff Moore wanted us to do this. We made this commitment because Trey Lockhart and his fellow students wanted us to do this, because the parents wanted us to do this, because Gail wanted us to do this, because the community wanted us to do this. And we're not doing this alone. With Gail's tenacity, and anyone who doesn't know it yet, you'll know it soon, we assembled a diverse group of partners to simultaneously help improve the school system and address the underlying problems caused by severe and chronic poverty and economic decline. And I want to just focus on that for a second, because we said, you can't, just like we can't do it alone, whether we're a public service employee, whether we're a sanitation worker, whether we're a snow plow driver, whether we're a cop on the beat, whether we're a school teacher, whether we are a university professor, we cannot, or whether we're a nurse, we cannot do this alone. We cannot turn around the country alone, and we cannot do it just in healthcare institutions or public institutions or education institutions alone. It takes a community, and we have to deal with all of those issues. transportation issues, housing issues, healthcare issues, recreational and social issues, economic development. That is the only way we help turn schools around for kids so they can dream their dreams and achieve them. And the people in McDowell said yes, and the powers that be in West Virginia, including the former governor, Governor Manchin, and the current governor, Governor Tomlin, said yes. And in December, we launched Reconnecting McDowell, an unprecedented long-term partnership to transform McDowell County. We now have, I believe, over 70 partners from all levels of government, school officials, educators, not-for-profits, businesses, foundations, labor, people that never sit in the same room together. Reconnecting McDowell is about the transformation of a community. And if we do it right, we envision building a structure that can be used in many, many other places, rural and urban alike.